Hello, I'm Joseph Gendy, and today we're going to talk about how to conquer your job interview. So who here has been at a job interview or expects to be at one in the near future? Okay, that's good. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So first we're going to begin with how to prepare for a job interview beforehand, and then we're going to transition into what you should be doing during a job interview. And then we're going to finish off with following up an interview and how you should interact there. Alright, so let's get started. Do your research. You have to know your company's profile and their future plans. For you to do that, you get to know your details as your position or role, and that lets you come off as a way better long-term investment for the interviewer. And then, also think of questions to ask your interviewer during the actual interview itself. You want to come off more interactive, and that lets you become more personable, and it gets you to know them better as well. And of course, dress appropriately. You don't want to come too casual or too formal depending on your job. So you can always call and ask what is actually needed of you during the interview. Alright, well, moving on to things not to do. Don't disregard personal information about your interviewer himself. It shows a real interest. Also, don't forget their name. That's just not a good look. You also don't want to stress. Stressing never makes anything better. Make sure you get a good night's sleep and a good meal in the morning. And don't be late. Plan your route and make sure you get there at least 30 minutes before. It at least gives you time to prepare.
Wow, these projections are great. Sales are through the roof.
Mr. FADY BIBAOUI? Mr. BIBAOUI? FADY BIBAOUI?
How you doing?
FADY BIBAOUI?
What's up? How you doing?
You're here for an interview also today?
Yeah, I guess. You're, what's your name?
Step into my office, please.
Alright, cool.
I'm glad you helped yourself to the seat.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
This is what it's gonna be like when I get the job?
Of course,
Nice.
of course it will. Is that lunch you have in your hand?
Yeah, I'm, that kind of hungry. It gets boring, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. We'll have lunch after the interview.
Yep.
Don't mind.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a quick snack.
Yeah, so what brings you here today?
Well, my friend told me about the interview, about the job. I was like, you know what? I'll apply for it. So, yep.
Well, I'm definitely glad you came today.
Thank you.
Alright, so the next step in conquering your job interview is your etiquette during the interview. So, the first thing is you want to have well manners and behave professionally when you enter the office. You want to be able to greet the receptionist or assistant in a nice, polite way. And when you enter the interview room, you want to wait until the interviewer offers you a seat in order to sit down. The next thing is you want to have good body posture while you're in the interview. So while you're conversating, answering the questions, asking questions during the interview, you want to be able to be sitting up straight, looking alert and interested in what the conversation and the interview. You want to keep good eye contact, and you also want to shake hands firmly as soon as you enter, and as you enter. So transitioning from there, we're going to talk about things not to do. So you want to have a good, firm voice and speak clearly. So you want the interview to not only hear you, but understand what you're saying. So you got to really verbalize your words. The next thing is you don't want to say anything negative about any of your past experiences, whether it's work, academics, or social. So if you had a bad experience at a past job or with a certain upper boss, you don't want to say anything negative criticizing. You want to say how you learned and grew from the experience. Also, don't rely on your application or resume that you already submitted. They have that, and that's why you got to this next level. Now you got to show off your skills and your interpersonal skills. You want to be able to talk and show them that you can be an asset to the company. They're looking to see if you can carry conversation and if you have good leadership skills. So you want to be able to bring yourself and show who you are during the time span of the interview. The last thing is you don't want to act desperate. Be confident throughout the interview from beginning to end. Believe that you're an asset to the company and that you will bring good things to the company. Don't just take the job because you need it. Take the job because you know you will be a good fit there. By acting like this throughout the interviewer will see that and you will get a better chance of actually getting the job. And according to the Business 2 Community website, 33% of candidates are eliminated because of their bad posture. So like I mentioned, if their posture is kind of slouching or they're not sitting upright, that can definitely decrease their chances of getting the job.
Perfect. 20 minutes in.
How you doing?
Hello.
How are you?
How's your day?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm here for the full-time analyst job.
Oh yeah. Mina will be right with you. Just sit down and we'll call you right over.
Thank you.
So, Mr. BIBAOUI,
What's up, dog?
what brings you here today?
Well, I need some money and this is a job, so 1 + 1 = 2.
I'm glad. So, I see on your job application that you left your last job very, very early after you, like very few weeks actually, after you started working with them.
Yeah, well,
explain to me why.
I don't really want to, but you know how it is. You know, like your boss should be annoying sometimes. Don't know what he's doing. Complete buffoon. So I was just like, he's not doing his job right. Why should I? So like, you know how it is.
I'm sure that's
Yep.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, also, would you like to tell me about your past experiences?
Well, you got my resume right?
Yeah, I do
I think
have.
I think I got a copy of it. So if you want to check it out, let me know.
Look into
But yeah, everything's pretty much on there, so you can look at it.
Yeah, I'm very glad you came for the interview today. We'll definitely keep in touch.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yo, sissy, I need a job, so if you hook it up,
Yeah,
I'll take
of
it.
course.
Whatever.
We'll keep in touch.
Whatever the
We'll
position
keep in
is, I'm
touch.
not sure. No, sissy, like,
Thank you.
please,
I'm sorry.
please.
Hello everyone, I'm Mina Mikhail. I'm gonna be wrapping up by talking to you guys about what you should be doing after your interview. Now, Rutgers took our access to our projector away, so we're gonna do this old school on the blackboard. So, my first point that I have up here is that you should send the company a thank you note. Now, the thank you note, what it's gonna do is gonna make them familiar with your name. When they see your name in an email or in a letter that you send them after the interview, it's going to be very easy to remember who you are. And to add on to that goes to my second point, which is you should also call them. After they know your name and who you are, they should also get familiarized with your voice. All these things are going to help you stand out from other candidates or between other candidates applying for the same position. Finally, regardless of whether you get the job or not, and in the time frame where you're waiting to hear from them, you should try to stay organized and know where you applied and which managers interviewed you. Now, for some of the things that you should avoid doing after you're done with the interview process. First thing you should avoid doing is leaving the company with a bad image if you don't get the job. Everyone gets rejected every now and then, but you should always try to maintain a good relationship with the manager who interviewed you and with the people who work there for any chance that you could possibly be hired by the company later on. The second thing that you should avoid doing is missing any phone calls or emails. When you show them that you are a reliable person who is always answering their phones and email all the time, they are going to be more likely to hire you, and you don't want to miss the one important call that's the difference between getting the job and someone else getting it. Now, the last thing you should avoid doing is to put all your hopes and dreams in one interview or one job opportunity. Everyone gets rejected now and then, but you should always try to expand your circle of connections and keep looking for interviews and other jobs.
Hello, Mr. Mikhail. Thank you for your consideration. And I should be contacting you soon. Yes, hello? I was at a job interview for the full-time analyst position about 2 weeks ago, and I was just checking on that status. Alright, a few days. Alright, thank you. Thank you so much. Another job interview done.
Let me check this. Forgot the job. Probably got it. Thank you for your interest, but you have unfortunately not been selected to this next event. Are you kidding me? I'm calling them right now. Unbelievable. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I was at your place for an interview last week. It says I didn't get it. I think there's a mistake going on. Excuse me? Well, screw you too. Your job sucks anyway. They don't even know what they're missing out on. Well, I tried, so I'm done. Oh man. Maybe I should check for other jobs. Or Netflix. House of Cards, baby, let's go. Underwood.
Now, before we wrap up, we would like to have your opinion on which part of the interview is the most important out of everything that we've discussed. Thank you for all your opinions, but according to Business 2 community, the most important part of an interview is the first 90 seconds, because 1/3 of all interviewers determine if they're gonna hire you or not, or if you even have a chance of being hired in the first 90 seconds, as in the first minute and a half. That's it. Therefore, that is the most important part of any interview. Now, after all these facts and statistics that we've given you guys, I would like to wrap up everything that we went over and taught you today. First, you should try to prepare as much as you can for the interview by looking up questions to ask the interviewer and facts about the interviewer and the company itself. That can help you come off as more enthusiastic and interested in the position. Second thing is what you should do during the interview, as in your body language, your manners, and how you interact from the moment you step in the company or the office. Third and finally, what you should do after the interview, as in how you should stay in touch with the company and your interviewer by sending them a thank you note or calling them via cell phone. Thank you, and would like to leave off with this quote by Bruce Springsteen.